Hello you lovely lot, and welcome back to my channel. And I feel another Etsy store review in the air. It's been a while since I did one, and I know you guys like them and get a lot of information from them. So today it's time for another Etsy store review, and this is a store that I often see when I'm working in my consultancy with my clients. It's a print-on-demand store. Let's get into it. And if you want to learn about Etsy and you want to know what makes Etsy tick, watch the rest of this video. I'll be giving you information that nobody else gives and help you on your way to making more sales, especially if you're in print on demand. And even if you're not in print on demand, this is still going to help you. Let's get into it. So here we are then. This is the store we're looking at today. It's a robot themed print on demand store. It's called QC Design. And as always, I get the store owner's permission before I do these reviews. So if you want a review, all you've got to do is put your store name in my comments and I will take a look at your store and see if it's suitable for one of these reviews. Okay, so look guys, straight away, what's going on with this store? It's got 118 items, so it's gone past the 100 items that I always talk about, right? I always say to you guys, get to 100 items, get to 100 items. And we've got 3 sales, so it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing, but it's beyond 118 items. 3 sales is a little bit low. So what are the problems here? What is it that's causing this store problems? Let's not guess. Let's get straight to the point and find out what's going on. First thing I always do, scroll down to the bottom of the store. Look here when the store opened. Now let's start to think about the 118 items they've added and how long they've been open. And we can immediately start to see the problem in this store. So it's been open 44 days, maximum 44 days, and we've already got 118 items. So this is a perfect example when I tell you guys to not list too fast. This is what happens. You lower your conversion rate, lower your chances of selling because the items go in too quickly. We need items to go in slowly. This is why I'm always telling you 1 item a day. It's so important. Okay, so they've got an inventory speed problem. Now let's actually look at what they're selling. So I quite like this robot design, this robot aesthetic. But let's just have a look at what's going on here. So we've got kids t-shirts, we've got backpacks, we've got what have we got? Some sketches here on t-shirts, robot sketch t-shirts, and then in the home and living we've got what looks like artwork. Okay, so it all looks okay from the high level view, but once we start to actually look at the designs and just scroll down, we start to see that it's all very similar. So yes, I know technically that one's different from that one, but things are very similar. And when we go into the listing and look in the listing itself, we get the typical print-on-demand problem, which is literally just mock-ups on different backgrounds or different colors. And this is hugely uninspiring. So to look at this as a customer, these mock-ups, you're met with this very similar design that isn't really talking to people. They're good designs, I'm not knocking the designs, but people aren't going to connect with these. They don't know them, they don't recognize them, they're just sort of random robots. Some of them look like robots, some of them kind of look like bugs. We've got all sorts of things going on here, and it's very difficult for the customer to connect with any of this. There's no emotional connection here. I quite like these. When we go into the sketch side, I think these are better. I think these are more aesthetically pleasing, even though we still have a connection problem. They kind of look more geeky, don't they? And they work better with the models. So that's a little bit better in terms of connecting. But yeah, it's got a fundamental inventory speed problem, and then we've got this identity problem with the robots. And are kids really going to wear these? Are mothers going to buy these for their children? Probably not. You might get the odd one, but probably not. Right, let's break out of this for a second. I'm going to give you some more thoughts here. Really important. So in looking at the store and looking at the designs, the store has a real identity problem. If you start to add text and humour and meaning along with those designs, then you start to connect more with the buyer. So if you think along whimsical geeky, whimsical techie, that kind of sentiment with quotes and words and meaning with these products, it starts to become more viable. But as it is now, if this seller continues as they are now, they'll get the odd sale here and there, but we don't have this cohesiveness and connection with the audience, with the customers. Let's dive back into the store and see what else is wrong here. Okay, back in the store now, I want to point out another fundamental issue with this store. So the quality of the mock-ups. So what we're looking at, we've already looked at the content of the robots, but looking at these mock-ups, they're not good enough. These mock-ups are something that might have flown and worked in 2016, 2017, but not now. In fact, they're so poor, if you take away the keywords, it's not immediately possible to know what we're looking at. It's only the fact that there's a little bit of a gap at the top of the t-shirts here, and sometimes you can see the crew neck, that we even know it's a t-shirt. And this is, you know, it's the fault of the POD companies. I think that they are way behind. Companies like Printful, Printify, they need to have mock-up packs, hundreds, thousands of mock-ups that you can buy or use in your store to get exactly the aesthetic that you need. So this is a sort of a techie, geeky, sort of fun robot aesthetic. You need to be able to find that, or something that works. So too many of these mock-ups, all of these model ones are a little bit better, but they need to move the focus of the camera in closer to the object, to the design. You can hardly see it. But all these designs here, these are such basic, non-emotionally connective mock-ups that they've been around for years, these basic white backgrounds. They just don't work, you know. And now I'm advising all my clients who do print on demand, as soon as you start to sell, let's just say you started to sell this product, right? This t-shirt. As soon as you start to sell, buy the product. Buy it. Take your own photos, your own video, because look, there's no video here. That's a huge problem. You've got to have decent mock-ups, decent photos. If I were this seller, I would move this one here, move that into the primary photo slot, so that at least we've got a human wearing the t-shirt. Because these mock-ups, they're so dated, you know, with the shoes and the glasses, and you see other ones with hats and beach shorts and all this stuff. It's just not good enough, you know. We've got to raise the level of what we're doing here. So this store needs to improve the photography, improve the video, slow down on the listing. It's way too fast. And also start to think about bringing meaning, words, quotes into this to start to connect buyers with this store. And then the sales should start to go up. Okay, let's break out again and I'll give you my conclusions here and some advice for all of you. Okay, so you can see there's normally multiple factors that go into making a store successful or fail. And this seller has a ton of work to do for the rest of this year to start sorting this store out with the points I've made. And yes, there are other points that need to be looked at, but I don't have time to put them all into one video. So their work's cut out for the rest of this year. Now, if you want an Etsy store review like this one, just drop your store name into the comments and I'll look at it to see if it's suitable. And one more thing, on March the 2nd and March the 9th, I'm running 2 more Etsy workshops, 10 seats in each, one on the 2nd of March, the Saturday, one on the 9th of March, Saturday, 5 p.m. EET, Eastern European time. So that's the morning for you in the United States, afternoon if you're in England or Europe. And these workshops are great if you're a new and growing store, up to 1,000 sales. If you want to join, it's $200 a seat. There's 10 seats on the 2nd of March, 10 seats on the 9th of March. The link to book is in the description of the video. The first set of 20 sold out in 3 days. I fully expect these to sell out as well. Get in now, because I'm going to be doing a video on this next week, and when that goes up, the seats will go. So please jump in and book in for that, and I look forward to seeing you in the workshop. Okay, get into the comments. Let me know what you thought of this review. Do you want to see more reviews? Do you want to be reviewed? If so, put your shop in the description, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. See ya.